everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I've been MIA from YouTube for about probably going on 3 weeks now, and I honestly didn't feel comfortable with just coming back with a regular video, considering everything that is going on right now in the world, especially with my community. I actually just came back from a peaceful protest. I'm literally just in my gear, I just got home and I'm just sitting down now, just wanting to share my thoughts with you guys. I'll just talk about my feelings. I feel very awakened right now. I feel like from this point on, people can't get away with what they got away with before, if that makes sense. There's so many things that I've been quiet about, or we just let people slide with, and I just feel honestly, I feel a shift in myself, and I feel like I'll be checking a lot more people with love, but just I don't want to keep ignoring what someone's saying just because I don't want to start anything and look like that black person or whatever it might be. I just feel like I don't feel like being quiet anymore, because I don't want to make people feel awkward and stuff. There's so many things that have been said and done to me and my family members in my life just because of the color of our skin, and that I feel like we either just didn't even want to deal with it, because you hear something so much, and it wasn't they called us the N-word or something like that. It's just that systematic, people don't even understand their perceptions and the things that they say, that they don't even understand that it's not right to say you're pretty for a black girl, or you're not one of them. What does that even mean? You know what I mean? Things like that, where people think that's okay somehow to say. Honestly, if you guys can go protest, I would just suggest you just go out there even for a few hours and just feel the energy. I will honestly tell you guys, I felt very nervous going to the protest, and I just really had to pray about it, just because of all the things I've been seeing happening. I was really just telling myself you just gotta do it. And to be honest, I wasn't actually going to go out and protest. I've definitely been doing petitions and voting and donating what I can, but I live in Georgia and there's a lot of protests going on in Atlanta, especially the ones that you see on the news. But I live 30 minutes from Atlanta and I wasn't going to go down there to protest, but my cousin let me know that there's actually one happening around my house, and so we decided to go there. So this morning we were at her house, then we went and parked at the mall, and then we walked to the protest. And honestly guys, this protest just made me so happy, because I really do love the community that I grew up in. I grew up in Gwinnett County, and honestly, seeing everyone come out, when I went to high school, it was majority black and Hispanic, then Asian, then European white people, and then white people. And honestly, just going out there and seeing that it wasn't just black people fighting for black people, fighting for human life. It wasn't just us. When I say it seemed like it was a good ratio of everyone, there was a lot of black people, but there was also white people, Hispanic people, Asian people. I saw signs written in Korean. I really think that representation is just so necessary, just to show we're not making this up. We're not the only ones fighting for ourselves. It's so nice to see allies out there, and non-black people are out there with their kids. I think that's so important. So it's a little different than Atlanta, where it's, a city is close together, so it's easy to block off roads and all that stuff. But for us, it's more suburbia, so we actually all met up at an intersection, a huge intersection, Pleasant Hill Road. You can't really block off that intersection. It's too big. It goes to the highway. It stretches a long way, right? And so all four corners, there was clusters of people with their signs, we were all shouting, and it was just really, really good. And people were recording, taking pictures. of like, you know, to document what's going on. And I'm not a chanter and my cousin isn't either, and I've never been that way. From like doing sports and stuff like that, they'd be like, cheer for your teammate, or we're like doing practice and like they're running and like, cheer them on. Like, I just feel uncomfortable. I always wonder, like, if something was happening to me, would I be able to yell or scream? But when I say that, like, after a while of settling in and being there, we were like there for an hour and a half, me and my cousin were chanting. Cars were coming by and they were honking, like the fist out. Just really made me so happy to see all the black people in their cars smiling and yelling and honking, and they're just like so happy. And it made me even more happy to see allies, to see young old people that were like white, Hispanic, Asian. I saw a little old Korean grandma waving with her fists up, even like old white people, like people were trying not to crash. I just felt so much love from my community, and so happy that like it's not us just fighting for us. Like, we have so many allies. It was just so great, the turnout. And the part that choked me and my cousin up, and she was like, wish I didn't show it to her, but like a mom was driving, and I don't know if she was honking or not, but she wasn't doing it. She was looking for this black mom, and she had two little kids in the back seat, and there was a girl. She could not even be more than 2. She's probably like 1, and she had her fist out and she was like so happy. And that just felt so good, you know, like the hope that we will change right now for this younger generation, and this is not something they will have to constantly be battling. I don't know, that hope and just all of that, it just really just did something for me, like did something for my soul. And know that other people get it or want to get it or stand with us. A few of the protesters were saying that they saw a lot of cops on the way, but we don't see any cops. And I was shocked too, because it was when I say it's a lot of people, like during the crosswalk, they would walk across the crosswalk with a sign. When I tell you, it was a flood of people, like over 50 people across this major like roadway intersection, just walking. And we were surprised that there weren't any cops. And my cousin's friend, she was supposed to be at the protest, and we're like, where is she? And she said she was here, and we were looking at her stuff. They found the cops. Apparently one of the roads, not the major road, but the one intersecting that one, was closed off. And we didn't get it because like cars were still coming down, and like we eventually saw the sign. So her friend was actually with a group of people where the cops are, like blocking off the road. And so like there was that. But where we were, just based on the Instagram information that we had, that's where everyone was, and it was very safe. But all this to say, I just wanted to come on and say like why I've been gone. And honestly, I rode a wave of emotions these past couple weeks. And if I'm being honest with you, I saw another YouTuber, Slice and Rice. He's black, and the way he described his feelings was that he was numb to it all. He never watched the videos because it's the same story again and again. And he finally watched the video, and then it's kind of like he became unnumb, like it melted his heart. And that's what I feel too. Like that's exactly how I feel. Like I would avoid the videos because I know that it would just really put stress on me, like my soul. I would just feel so overwhelmed. I'm a Cancer, guys. It might not seem like it. I kind of keep my cancerness on the inside. My horoscope's Cancer, so I would hold it with me and carry it with me. So I never watched the videos, and I think that's a part of being numb to it because you don't feel it. And this time I watched a video, I saw part of it, and I felt that, and I feel like the numbness wore off, and I was just in it, and it was really, really hard. And I do feel a bit better after the protest. We wrote our numbers on our hands because we've been seeing a lot of the protests go wrong, where like the cops take your stuff away or you get lost or whatever, and you just need to know these numbers just in case. And being black and having to be moisturized and you're in the sun, like literally this is because I want like this, like all smudged off. Yeah, I've definitely been having to take some time off social media, but I do think I've gotten to a healthier place with it. Everything's been pretty overwhelming, and right now I'm just really looking at more ways where I can help out. I really just wanted to end this video by saying that even if you cannot protest, even if you can't donate, sign some petitions. If you're not black, or even if you're black, you need to have those difficult conversations. And one of my best friends that I've done a video with on here, she's been struggling having those conversations, but she's having them, and I'm proud of her for that. And you know, it's hard, and you can't change someone's perception overnight. You can't. But I will say that it's better that you do it, because it's easier coming from you. They are more likely to be more receptive when it comes from you. And there's so many aids out there on social media that will help you put it into words, answer some questions. And I would just say educate yourself. I know I don't know everything. I don't know a lot of things. And, you know, there's all these obvious reasons, you know, our education system and stuff that tries to omit those things out so you don't know the real America. But I will be educating myself about like laws and things I don't know and my rights. And I just encourage you to educate yourself about the history of this country and do what you can. So I will link some information down below. People have translated how to bring these things up in different languages, where to donate, where to petition, all of those things. So I will link all of those down below. And thank you so much for watching. I'll be coming out with more videos like usual. I just didn't feel like uploading or editing or anything for a while. So thank you for staying with me, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.